Okay, let's unpack this. Welcome, everyone, to a deep dive. Today, we're tackling something, well, fundamental, really. It impacts all of us, no matter our age or job. The global education market. And you might immediately think, schools, classrooms.
Right, the traditional picture.
Exactly. But as we dig into this report, the Global Education Market Report, Revenue Trends 2021-2033, you'll see the landscape is much wider and incredibly dynamic.
Yeah, this report isn't just looking at schools. It covers, well, basically everything. Traditional learning, sure, but also online platforms, skill-based training, tutoring, even corporate education. Essentially anything that enhances educational access or quality across the globe. It's a huge kind of evolving ecosystem.
And what's really fascinating here, I think, isn't just the size of it all. It's how these market shifts are fundamentally changing who gets educated, what they learn, and how they use that knowledge.
That's a great point.
We're kind of moving away from that old model, learn once, apply forever.
Yeah. Towards something more like continuous, personalized upskilling. So this deep dive, we're hoping, will show where those, let's say, tectonic plates of learning are really shifting and why it matters for, well, for everyone listening.
Absolutely. So get ready. We're going to uncover this incredible overall growth trajectory, plus some really interesting regional shifts and the powerful forces driving this, well, frankly, unprecedented expansion. We'll look beyond just the numbers to understand the deeper implications for you, whether you're a student, a professional thinking about adapting, or maybe just curious about where learning is headed. Okay, here's where it gets really interesting. Let's kick off with the big global figures.
Let's do it.
The education market. It's on this blistering growth path. It's projected to nearly triple in just over a decade.
Triple, wow.
Yeah, we're talking a jump from roughly $5.3 billion back in 2021 to an astonishing $14 billion projected by 2033. Think about a monumental, 200% increase in revenue.
That's huge. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, I mean, that kind of exponential growth isn't just happening by chance, right?
No, definitely not.
The report points clearly to a few powerful forces. First, you've got advancements in digital technology. That's making education just way more accessible, more engaging than it's ever been.
Things we couldn't imagine years ago.
Exactly. Second, there's the increasing demand for remote learning. I mean, many of us experienced that firsthand during the pandemic, didn't we?
Oh, absolutely. Changed everything for a way.
And it's fundamentally reshaped our expectations around flexibility. And third, there's just this consistent rise in investment across the whole education sector. These aren't just buzzwords. They're really the engines driving innovation.
Yeah.
They're breaking down geographical barriers, creating entirely new ways for learners everywhere to access education.
So what does this all boil down to for you listening? It means the tools and opportunities for, personal growth, societal growth, they're expanding at this incredible rate.
Yeah, think about it. Imagine AI tutors that personalize lessons just for your needs.
Right, or VR simulations giving you hands-on training in, say, complex surgery without needing a real lab or a cadaver.
Precisely. So this isn't just about big business figures. It's about the very fabric of learning changing. It's like, I don't know, shifting from a horse and buggy to a jet plane in terms of how fast and far you can go with learning.
That's a great analogy. Okay, let's zoom in a bit. North America, it's still the established giant in this space, right?
Until a leader, yeah.
This region alone is expected to more than double its market size. We're looking at growth from over $2.1 billion in 2021 to a projected $5.3 billion by 2033. That's a huge, consistently growing slice of the global pie. And within North America, the United States is, maybe predictably, a massive contributor. Its market is forecasted to cross the $4 billion mark by 2033.
$4 billion just in the U.S.
Just in the U.S.
Yeah.
But, it's not just a U.S. story. Both Canada and Mexico are showing really strong percentage growth, too. Canada is projected to nearly triple its market from about $246 million to over $718 million. And Mexico, set to more than double from roughly $222 million to over $554 million.
Wow. So broad growth across the continent then.
Definitely indicates rapid, widespread expansion there.
So this raises an important question, I think. What makes North America, and especially the U.S., such a powerhouse here?
Good question. What are the factors?
Well, it seems like a combination of things. There's been an early and really robust adoption of sophisticated ed tech solutions, and we're not just talking about online courses here.
Right. beyond the basics.
Yeah, we're seeing things like AI-powered adaptive learning, really cutting-edge virtual reality for training, even using blockchain for secure credentialing.
Interesting.
Add to that a really strong investment ecosystem that, encourages innovation.
Right.
And then there's the strong existing infrastructure, everything from top universities to very specialized vocational training. It's, you could say, a mature market, but it keeps accelerating because it keeps reinventing itself.
That makes sense. Okay, let's hop across the pond to Europe. It holds its own as the second largest market globally.
Number two. Yep.
This continent saw its education market grow from about $1.5 billion in 2021.
Oh, okay.
And it's projected to nearly double, hitting almost $3.9 billion by 2033. So again, really significant and widespread growth across the whole continent. What's quite intriguing, I think, is the consistent growth you see across very different European economies.
Yeah, it's not just one or two countries.
Exactly.
Mm.
Germany, for instance, projected to more than double its market to over $638 million. Probably driven by that famous focus on vocational training, Industry 4.0 skills.
Makes sense for Germany.
Right. The UK also shows strong numbers, set to reach over $434 million. France is up there too, rising to over $480 million. But it's not just the big players. You see countries like Russia, projected $467 million, and Italy, $292 million, also seen substantial increases.
Mhm.
It really indicates a broad, continent-wide embrace of new educational solutions, often, tailored to their specific economic and social needs.
Yeah, and while it's smaller than North America overall, Europe's consistent growth across so many varied economies really stands out.
It does.
It's not just one or two nations driving this trend, like you said. It's more of a collective push to enhance learning and, crucially, address specific skill gaps.
Yeah.
For example, in parts of Eastern and Southern Europe, you see this surge in demand for, like, digital literacy programs, professional development.
Right, catching up perhaps in some areas.
Exactly. It reflects broader economic transitions and the need for a more tech-savvy workforce. So it highlights how these education markets really adapt to serve distinct regional needs.
Okay, so if North America is the established giant, maybe Asia Pacific is the agile challenger, showing incredible dynamism, really rapid growth.
That's a good way to put it. The speed is remarkable.
Yeah, while it started smaller, around $1 billion back in 2021,
Mm-hmm.
this region is projected to nearly triple, hitting almost $3 billion by 2033. Just imagine the rapid expansion of, middle classes, internet access across massive countries like China and India.
Yeah, the scale is mind-boggling.
That's the powerful fuel behind this region's really explosive growth. China is a huge part of this story, of course, projected to nearly triple its revenue to over $837 million by 2033.
Wow.
India's growth, even more dramatic actually, set to more than triple its market to over $466 million.
Incredible trajectory there.
Japan also shows robust growth, reaching nearly $600 million. And let's not forget Singapore, strong growth from just over $37 million to more than $122 million. These aren't just big numbers. They represent this fundamental shift in educational access, opportunity for just massive populations.
And what's truly fascinating here is that sheer scale, that rapid expansion. You mentioned the population sizes, the increasing internet penetration across APAC.
Right.
These numbers strongly suggest a huge unmet demand for education and skills development, and it's being rapidly addressed by innovative digital solutions.
So it's not just more students, but different kinds of learning.
Precisely. It's not just about quantity, it's about the rise of these mega platforms offering hyper-specialized courses. Think AI, data science, cloud computing, areas that directly address critical skill gaps in these rapidly industrializing economies. So the regional growth isn't just numerical, it's strategic. It's powering economic transformations.
Really interesting perspective. Okay, moving on, we also see strong growth in South America, going from roughly $368 million in 2021
Okay.
to over $1 billion by 2033. So again, nearly tripling its market. Brazil, for example, projected to more than double its market size to over $355 million. Shows significant movement, significant investment in learning across that region too.
Another region nearly tripling. The pattern is clear.
It really is. And the Middle East also shows significant expansion, from nearly $198 million up to over $438 million. Saudi Arabia is a key driver there, projected to reach over $163 million by 2033.
Significant investment there too.
And Africa. Yeah. Now, while it's currently the smallest region by revenue, it's growing fast, from about $90 million to nearly $279 million.
Still a tripling, roughly.
Exactly. South Africa and Nigeria are leading the charge. South Africa projected to hit over $88 million, Nigeria over $51 million by 2033. It's just clear, isn't it? The demand for better education is truly global. It's touching every corner of the world.
Yeah, if we connect all this back to the bigger picture, it really highlights the universal nature of this demand for enhanced education. Different regions, yeah, they might be at different stages of, say, digital adoption or economic development.
Yeah.
But the trajectory everywhere is strikingly clear. There's this growing reliance on education services and technology. And it's not just about economic advancement, is it?
No, it feels bigger than that.
It's about empowering individuals, empowering societies with the knowledge and skills they need to, well, to thrive in what's becoming an increasingly complex and interconnected world.
So, wrapping things up a bit,
Yeah.
what does this all mean for us? I mean, the numbers are just undeniable, aren't they?
Stark.
Yeah, the global education market is on this robust upward path, projected to nearly triple in just over a decade, driven by these powerful forces, digital tech, remote learning, and this almost insatiable demand for continuous learning.
Right.
It's a sector just transforming right before our eyes, reshaping how we all gain knowledge and skills.
And this raises, I think, an important point. Beyond just the impressive revenue figures, these trends really underscore a profound societal shift.
How so?
Well, education is increasingly seen not just as this one-time event, something you finish, you get your diploma, and you move on.
Right, the old model again.
Yeah. It's becoming viewed as a lifelong, continuous process. It's critical not just for personal or professional advancement, but simply for adapting to job markets that are evolving so rapidly.
Paving up, essentially.
Yeah, exactly. And technology, in turn, is making that access more equitable, more efficient globally. It's constantly opening up new, personalized pathways for learning. And the fact that this market includes everything, traditional, online, skills training, tutoring, corporate aidity, it means learning is adapting to basically every stage of life, every type of need.
Yeah.
From, foundational knowledge for young kids right through to highly specialized skills for seasoned professionals. The market is comprehensive, it's dynamic, and it seems really responsive to what the world needs next.
So there you have it. You've just gotten a deep dive into the incredible growth of the global education market. We've seen how digital tech and remote learning are reshaping access and quality all over the world. We've looked at everything from North America's continued dominance to Asia Pacific's really rapid expansion and the exciting growth in emerging markets across South America, the Middle East, and Africa.
Which brings us to maybe a final thought for you to consider. With such massive investment and innovation pouring into the sector, think about how these shifts won't just change how we learn, but might fundamentally redefine what being educated truly means in the years to come. What new skills or maybe new forms of learning do you think will become most valuable as these trends keep accelerating? Something to mull over.
Definitely something to think about. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time.